Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. Last
Ezio,
time...
what are you doing here?
Taking responsibility. Vieri troubles you because of me.
Vieri troubles us because he's a Templar, and we are assassins.
Either way, I wish to help.
Va bene. Then listen close. First, we must find a way inside the city, though it seems Vieri expects us. He has sealed the gates and sent his men to guard them. Fortunately for us, the city is larger than his host. The southern gate suffers for it, so this is where we'll strike. Pronti?
We grabbed some feathers and glyphs out in Tuscany, and this time we're helping Uncle Mario kill our bastard friend, Vieri. I said friend facetiously, and not at all in a serious manner. Because he is a Templar, and we are assassins. And that is just the lay of the land, where we don't like people basically based on their philosophical choices of how to destroy the world and or save the world.
Here's how it is going to work. My men and I will distract the guards. Once we have engaged them, get yourself over the wall and find a way to open the gate. Take these throwing knives. Use them to dispatch the archers.
I'm ready when you are.
Then let us begin.
Okay, cool. So the throwing knives are like super duper useless in this game. I mean, they could be helpful, but like they're not the best thing. So you throw them, and you know they are supposed to kill people. But what happens is that if a guard happens to see you, a bad example. I guess that guy just didn't have a lot of armor. But if a guard happens to see you, and you throw a knife, it only does half damage. It doesn't actually murder them. But these guards are special. They're weak, so you can just dispatch them. And it makes you think like, oh yeah, the throwing knives, they're fucking lit. And then you use them in real life, and then they're like not as cool. Yeah. So we're just gonna let in the mercenary, and they're in the midst of battle, so we're just going to zoink. I like that Ezio just kind of walks up into the middle of a battle and starts murdering people. He just like casually walks up and stabs a guy. Oh yeah, this guy's actually putting up a fight, but oh, his attack got canceled. And, oh shit! After getting stabbed and then getting punched in the face and you die, and that's how you die. You get punched in the face. It wasn't the stab that killed him; it was the punch. Clearly, he was alive when I stabbed him. He was dead after I punched him. That's how this works. Obviously.
Well done, Ezio. We're in. This way, men.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna follow. It's me, Uncle Mario.
To distract those guards and keep them from raising the alarm. Hopefully, it will buy me enough time to find and silence Vieri.
Va bene.
Wait, Nipote. Take a few of my men with you, just to be safe. Come join me once they're dealt with.
What's Vieri up to now? We're with you.
Okay, well I like to listen to them.
But something has him on edge. How else to explain all the patrols?
I'll signal again when you should follow.
Instead, he's turned us into nursemaids. And why?
Shooting his mouth off again, no doubt. Angering the wrong sorts of people. And so now, we pay the price.
Careful. After you. What do you want to strike before him like Bernardo was?
Poor bastard. I heard the Vieri took his eyes.
That's wild. So our goal right now is to just kill 10 dudes, which really, honestly, shouldn't be too big a deal because Ezio can just kind of kill people when no one's targeting him. And for some reason, they all ignore the guy in white, just kind of casually poking people in the back. Casually. Just doink. Like, that guy's like, I'll attack him, and I'm dead. So it's really not too bad. You know, you could just kind of... You can bypass the fighting by just killing people. It's super duper easy. All you gotta do is just not draw attention to yourself. Like, no one's fighting me. Oh, see, he knocked that guy down off the ledge, and now he paid the price for being a good swordsman. You know how to be the best swordsman in the world? Super simple. You kill everyone else. Super simple. I didn't say get into a sword fight. I said kill them. Like poison. Or maybe a knife. I don't know. If Mihawk could be the best swordsman with a knife, then fuck it, I could be a best swordsman with a knife. wow, hey, look at that treasure. I must have missed these on my adventures throughout the city of St. Jimmy. San Gimino. Jiminy crickets.
Bound to hurt himself.
Was it the like all-powerful deity Jimmy? The powerful Jimmy. What was that? Fuck, I can't remember that meme. I should have looked it up before the fucking video. And then we're gonna climb up this tower just because I simply didn't think to fast forward this for some reason. I was like, it's a story mission, duh. And you know, I mean, this part isn't technically part of the story mission. I'm just climbing up a tower to grab a treasure chest so that I can jump off and fucking die. But you know what? You know what? Sometimes that's just what you gotta do in life, yeah. Sometimes you climb a tower to grab a treasure chest. Sometimes you slip and fall and you land on the floor right next to the pile of hay that you were looking for. It happens, you know. Look, not every jump can be Michael Phelps dive. Okay, sometimes you just overshoot it by an inch and land on the edge of the tank. Okay, on the edge of the cart where all the stuff is. Oh, hey, this looks important.
Ezio! Your uncle's under attack and needs help. Go to him!
Okay. Where is he? Oh, where all the people are fighting. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Uncle, I'm here to save you. By casually killing people. My body count is so fucking high. I'm a serial killer. Anyone ever realized that Ezio is a serial killer? I mean, he has the same MO. He walks up, he pokes people right in the lung. The sharp pointy stick. Usually his victims are men of the authoritative kind type. Whether that be like a politician or just a soldier of some kind. And they tend to all die while fighting. That's crazy. Look at that. What is it? 3-on-1? Y'all can't have a fair fight? Where'd the other guy go? Like 2-on-1? Oh, hey, this guy actually blocked. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. I'm not gonna fuck with him.
There you are. It seems my plan is hit something of a snag. Vieri's men ambushed us, and now we've got a handful. My brothers and I will deal with these guards. I want you to go on ahead and root out that snake. See that justice is served.
I mean, but Uncle, we could just kill them all and work together. It says there's one more guy, but I don't see a guy, so or whatever. You guys, you all cleared all those people. I'm gonna pretend like y'all did the most and fought a very valiant battle here in the city of St. Jimmy. Well, we're gonna find Vieri now, and we're gonna curse that man into a new afterlife with my fist.
It's settled. Vieri, you will remain here to coordinate the mercenary. Francesco will organize our forces in the city and send word when it's time to strike. Jacopo, your job is to calm the citizens once the deed is done.
What of that ubriacone Mario? He continues to harass my forces, and I fear he'll discover what we intend.
He's always been trouble. Just like that bastardo brother of his.
Then let me reunite them, father.
There will be plenty of time to clean up the refuge when we're finished. Now, is there anything else? Muy bien. May the Father of Understanding guide you.
May the Father of Understanding guide you.
Comandante! Comandante!
What?
Mario Auditore has invaded the city. He comes for you.
Then let's not keep him waiting.
Well, I believe that all the Pazzi members are real. I don't know anything about Vieri though. So, from what I've been able to gather off of my investigations into Reddit and history texts via Reddit, a gentleman by the name of Bob Yerk mentions that all the Pazzis were real, but he couldn't find much on Vieri. We'll be talking about Jacopo and Francesco as soon as we can, whenever we start talking about them. So Vieri, simple fight. He acts like all the other guards. Actually, most boss fights really act like all the other guards. It's actually any boss fight you find, any of your targets, can be dispatched with a simple... Fuck you. A simple... Okay, you guys are making... A simple counter. That's what I was trying to do. Ah, Hemblade's broken.
What are you and your allies planning? Is this what my father discovered? Is this why he was killed?
I'm sorry. Were you hoping for a confession?
Pezzo di merda! Vorrei solo che avessi sofferto di più! Hai avuto la fine che meritavi! Spero che
Enough, Ezio! Show some respect.
Respect? After all that's happened, do you think he would have shown either of us such kindness?
You are not Vieri. Do not become him. Che la morte ti dia le pace che cercavi. Requiesca in pace. Take this. Read it when you have the time. Our work here is finished. Let us return to the villa.
Messer Francesco, I have done as requested and spoken with your son. I agree with your assessment, though only in part. Yes, Vieri is brash and prone to act without forethought. And he has a habit of treating the mercenari like playthings. I have received reports of at least 3 men being disfigured as a result. But I do not think him, as you put it, beyond repair. Rather, I believe the solution to be a simple matter. He seeks your approval, your attention. These outbursts of his are a result of insecurities born out of a sense of inadequacy. He speaks of you often and fondly, and expresses a desire to be closer to you. So, if he is loud and foul and angry, I believe it is simply because he wants to be noticed. He wants to be loved. Act as you see fit on the information I've given you here. But I must ask that we end this correspondence. Were he to discover the nature of our conversations, I fear what might become of me. Yours in confidence, Fra Giocondo.
I believe he was a monk. Fra Giocondo. Mostly because Fra means brother, so just assumed. Well, anyway, if we go into conspirators and we go into people, we can look at
Vieri de Pazzi, the youngest member of the second most notorious Florentine banking family. This kid knew how to burn right through his father's money. Outside of spending sprees involving weaponry, exotic animals, and clothes, he was fiercely competitive. Vieri hosted races of all kinds: boating, horseback riding, running. All of them rigged, of course. And get this, if through some amazing stroke of luck he ever lost, he'd invite the winner's entire family over for a victory dinner and serve them a meal to die for.
That's a cursed image. Oh my god. Well, good. I'm glad that this scumbag has been killed. But that's not necessarily what I want to show off. I want to show off the conspirators, and where you get to see like the actual web of people that you killed, but I forgot that I didn't show that off. Yeah, that's fine. On to sequence 4. I want to say. Sequence 4. Sounds about right. And I believe what we do next is we start to do some stuff around Montagioni for the rest of the video. Which would be lovely. I don't think we actually go about and collect a bunch of stuff. because nothing is edited. This might be one of those videos where I was like, oh, it's story missions. I do that sometimes, where it's like, I don't really do anything interesting, and there's really not much to, like... I still skim through it, but, like, wasn't much to, like, stop and ponder about. I am choking. I just drank some water. I'm good. We're good.
And here he is, our campione Ezio.
Oh, hey, Ezio! I see you wasted no time starting the celebration.
And why not? You've done us a great service, Nipote. With Vieri dead, La Toscana will grow quiet once more. Do you know what that means?
Basta lavorare.
Si passa tutto il giorno a bere.
E a puttane. What? It's true.
Come, Ezio, walk with me.
Yes, uncle. De Pazzi answered to another. Spaniard.
He is Rodrigo Borgia, one of the most powerful men in all of Europe, and leader of the Templar Order.
Which makes him responsible for the murder of my father and brothers.
Yes, and he will kill you too, given the chance.
Then I must stand against him if I wish to be free. But not until every other Templar has fallen to my blade. Father's list will guide me.
Where will you go next?
Firenze. Francesco de Pazzi will share the fate of his son.
A sensible next step. No doubt he intends evil for the city. All right, that's enough grim talk for one night. I'll be in my study if you need me.
I shall read the letter my uncle gave me.
I believe that this is the same letter that we read.
Messer Francesco.
I believe that by this point in history, Rodrigo was a cardinal, I'd like to say.
Look familiar?
On their codex pages.
Yes. Your father managed to find and translate a few before he...
Here.
This is not your father's work. Someone else has translated it.
Leonardo da Vinci, a friend.
Do you see the way the words cross from one page to the next?
There is something underneath it all. Some kind of map. Where is it supposed to lead?
Your father and I managed to make out bits of a prophecy scrawled across these pages. It was written by an assassin like us, who long ago held a piece of Eden. His name was Altair. He spoke of something powerful and ancient hidden beneath the land.
What is it?
What indeed? Solving that little mystery is exactly why we collected these pages.
Then let me help. It's time I take on my father's work. All of it. I'll start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo will decode it for us.
Bene. Return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
I like that these guys just be walking around with the codex pages. Excuse me. Cotton yawn. I like that Vieri is just walking around with, like, codex page. Chilling in his pocket. It's like, let me go to war. I have it. Bring the paper. Well, I guess he was entrusted with it, right? Rodrigo is the leader, so he's probably found a few of them. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alrighty. Well, we're going to interact with the viewpoint. This is what I meant by, like, we don't have to do it now, but we can get this viewpoint if you'd like to. We're going to have to do it anyway. The story, like, demands that we do this. And then there are 4 other codex pages, which I believe don't count for the total, I want to say. Because there should be 30, and I don't think these 4 apps actually count towards, like, your whole total. There's 3 in the city, and then there's 1 outside of the city. So we're going to just climb on true. While out and about, I guess this would be a nice time to pick up the feathers and such, but truth be told, we're not going to do that until we, like... Well, I guess by this point, we'll be able to... I think the next video we actually start collecting stuff from Montegioni. I don't think we head off to Florence immediately. Because we still have to do some things in Montegioni. Like, we're about to find out what it is in this video that we have to do. But, yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to, like, walk around and find all the feathers and then, like, come back and get all the treasures later. See, like, there's a feather right there that I happen to know about. So we'll grab it just because it's literally right here. But it doesn't make sense for me to, like, not pick up all the feathers and treasures and stuff at this exact point, because I believe there's actually a treasure there too that I just didn't know because I didn't buy the treasure map yet. Like, because there are treasures all over sprawled throughout the area. So we'll just take a quick look around the city. It's a lovely city. What's over here? Is this another feather over here? Darn, did I really just go on about, like, how it doesn't make sense to collect all the feathers and I go around and collect all the fucking feathers? I did. Yeah, so on this building, on the outer edge, there are 2 buildings and there are 2 feathers on the other edge of Montegioni. I think there's only 2. I don't think there's a 3rd one. Where's my fucking... There it is. Chestnut, let's go. Come hither, Chestnut. I have, like, names already pre-named in my mind for horses of different colors. Like, this one's Chestnut, because I believe he's the brown one. My names are not creative. Okay, we're just gonna put a blanket statement there. Alright. Oh, he's so cute. Look at his horse face. Horse noses are extremely boopable and very soft. In case anyone's never touched a horse before. They're very gentle giants, for the most part. Just don't hop on one that does not trust you yet. Alrighty, and the last one. But this is what I was talking about. It's like, it doesn't make any sense for me to pick up the feathers, because there are feathers in the city that I don't grab. And instead of having it all in a nice bundle of a video, like I decided to grab them randomly. I was like, I don't feel like having to come back through here later. I still had to, because I didn't pick up the treasures. Sometimes I don't think things through, you know, guys? Shit. Well, wait, 4 philosophical codex pages increases your maximum health, but you have to get them decoded. Again, I don't know if these ones count towards your total. So, there is that. Memory sequence 3 completed. So now we're going to talk to Claudia. Or rather, we're going to be going into the area where Claudia is in.
Salute, Claudia.
Our uncle is un mostro. This is outrageous.
What's happened?
He's making me work. If Father was here, I'd never be stuck behind a desk like this.
And what are the terms of this supposed enslavement?
Since someone decided we're going to stay here, Zio Mario suggested we try and find the money to repair the villa. Problem is, there isn't any.
I bet I can bring in some money.
Oh, great. More work for me. Well, benissimo. If you start paying for improvements to the town, I'll keep track of them in this book. And since I have nothing better to do, I'll also make note of any objects you bring in from the outside. If you actually get this place up and running, travelers might visit and spend money. Although I doubt anyone will want to come this far out of the city. But if they do, I'll keep the money we make in this chest. You're going to have to show up to take it to the bank yourself. Because when it gets full, I'm just going to take the extra cash for myself. Capito?
Deal.
I'm supposed to take things to the bank? I've just been keeping it in my pocket. My pocket full of sunshine. So now we have the ability to mess around and build up Montegioni so that we can get more money. So the treasure... money. What money does in this game is very simple. The more you buy, the more you collect, the more you find out in the world and bring it back to Montegioni, the more money you make passively over time. Right now we are at 1%. By the end of this video, we'll be at like 32%, I think it was. So there are 30 codex pages. We have 10 already filled out. That's what that's counting. The 19 feathers, we have more than 19 feathers. It's 19 feathers have been brought back. So that's what this is counting. Any weapon, any armor you buy immediately gets brought to Mounted Journey. You don't have to worry about that. And you can always pick up money from this menu. Or you can just go to a chest and pick up the money there. Every 20 minutes, you get a section of money.
Buongiorno.
Every hour, it gets
There's
filled.
something wrong.
Ser Mario hired me to deal with this mess, but I'm an architetto, not a miracle worker. Without money, I can't fix any of these buildings.
And if someone brought you money?
Then we'd be in business. You must be Ser Ezio. Am I right?
Uncle, I like this architetto.
He gets very observant when he can smell mud.
If you want to fix up this town, I'm going to need it. I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once. If I build you a shop, you, as the landlord, can purchase goods there at lower rates. If you invest more money in the shop, you get an even greater discount. As for renovations, well, you'll be bringing the town and villa back to life. As Ser Mario tells me, that was very important to your great-great-grandfather. Plus, when you buy shops and renovations, you'll be increasing the number of people who visit, causing your income to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
Sick. Alright, so now we can buy stuff. The important buildings to buy, of course, are going to be the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. The brothel, the mines, the church, the military barracks, the thieves guild, and the well. These are slightly expensive, at 3,000 for a brothel, at 4,000 for a mine, at, what was it for the church again? 5,000? 4,000 for the church, yeah, that's it. What was one of these? 5,000? Well, I was thinking of the bank. I think the bank is like 5,000. 3,000 for the military barracks. You know what I mean? Like, they can be expensive. So you want to come in here with, like, a lot of money. I happen to have 30,000 from just collecting the treasures. You can have more if you actually gathered all the treasure in Tuscany. But I have enough for the main things, the 6 buildings I wanted to pick up. And then I like to grab at least the first level of the actual other buildings, like the tailor, the bank, the blacksmith. The bank doesn't do anything outside of get you more money, so that one's not important. But the art merchant has treasures and paintings for Montegioni. The blacksmith has any weapon and armor you find that gets unlocked throughout the game comes here. The doctor has all the medicines that any other doctor has. And the tailor has his own dyes, as well as any pouches that you unlock throughout the game. And with all those purchases that we just did, we went from 1% to, I believe, Salute, Claudia.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
To about 30%? 30%, yeah. Yeah, Shay, yeah. And then it'll go up when you gather feathers and bring them back to Maria's box. And if you pick up any paintings, they immediately come here, where you'll be seeing them on the walls. We'll be showing off some of them later on in the game. But yeah, and then whenever you buy like a blacksmith weapon, it's going to be cheaper. Honestly, buy all your weapons here, Montegioni. Just make sure that you have unlocked new weapons, and then come back here when you get like a full chest to buy them, because they do get cheaper, or they are cheaper. We're going to run to the merchant, the art merchant, and we're going to buy a treasure map, just so we can pick up more treasures, and then we can, I guess, buy a few of these paintings so that I don't forget to do so, if you want to. But next time, we're going to be running around Montegioni, and we're going to be picking up the treasures. We're going to be picking up any and all feathers and stuff, whatever else is here, glyph maybe. And yeah, we'll take care of Montegioni, and then the following video we'll head off to Florence. So I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.